Hello and welcome back to Tekkit tutorial. My name is Kane and today we'll be covering how to make some basic machines. We'll be showing you how to make a macerator, which has the recipe right here. Pretty easy. We'll be showing how to make an extractor, 4 tree taps, a machine block, and electronic circuit. And finally, how to make an an electronic furnace. Which is an iron furnace, which you saw me make a couple of, electronic circuit, and some redstone. So let's see, we'll start out with the macerator, because I've got a bunch of ores that I need to break down. So for the macerator, first thing I need is a machine block, which is basically a chest made of refined iron. In fact, all of those need machine blocks, so let's get all of them using machine blocks. Let's build all those machine blocks right now. Machine blocks are also a useful way to store refined iron, kind of like blocks of iron are useful for restoring regular iron. So let's see, next we need an electronic circuit. Need redstone, refined iron for that. So you've seen me build machine blocks. Now this is how you build an electronic circuit. 6 copper across the top and the bottom, a single refined iron in the center, and redstone surrounding the refined iron, and the electronic circuit. We're building 3 separate machines, so we'll need 2 more of those. And here we are. So now the macerator, what else do you need? You also need 2 cobblestone and 3 flint. We've got plenty of cobblestone right there, and plenty of flint right there. Now, once you've got a macerator, your flint problems will pretty much be solved. I'll show you why that is exactly. After I've got this macerator placed, and yeah. So where do we want it? We're going to want it somewhere I can relatively easily feed it power. You'll see what I mean later. We'll place it right here for now. So now I'll show you why you need this macerator. Let's use the gold for the display, and we'll also use the gravel for it. Alright, we need a battery to power this thing. Put the battery down here just like you would coal. You would put coal in a furnace. And then whenever you want to macerate, put it on top here. Now that'll start draining power from the battery while it fills that up. And when this bar is filled, what is being macerated will be put over here. Just like with a furnace. Now, you see how 1 ore block gave me 2 dust block? 2 dust or gold dust items. Now, if we smelt these gold dusts, the advantage to these things is each one of these will give us an ingot. So macerators will effectively double your ore production, because you are doubling the ore you produce. Now, while I'm actually doing that, I should probably build some more RE batteries. Need tin. There's my tin. I gotta need more tin. Crap. tin ore. That'll be the next thing we macerate. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last episode, but these iron furnaces are made by taking a regular furnace you can make them either by doing regular iron in a block in a shape like that, just like a regular furnace, but with iron ingots rather than cobblestone, and it creates an iron furnace. But additionally, if you have a regular furnace, and this is a much cheaper way to build iron furnaces, if you have a regular furnace, you can take that and use 5 iron ingots in this shape right here, furnace in the bottom center, and basically an inverted V above that and around that, and it will give you an iron furnace. The advantage to iron furnaces is where a regular furnace will burn 8 things per piece of coal you put into it, an iron furnace will burn 10. And it does burn slightly faster. I can't remember what the exact speed increase is. Alright, really quick, I'm going to show you the advantage of why you'll never need flint again. If you put gravel in it, it will turn the gravel into 1 or 2 pieces of flint. Can't remember which. But you do that, and you won't need to just place gravel repeatedly and hope that it gives you flint whenever you mine it. You can just put it in the macerator, and it will give you flint. Now, really quick, I need a lot more tin, so let's cook up that tin. And while that cooks, I'm going to pause the recording. Also, while that cooks, I want to give you an example of the iron furnace here. I just put 1 piece of coal in. You can see it is actually going noticeably faster than a regular furnace goes. Not like super duper fast, not twice as quickly, but noticeably quicker. Quick enough to appreciate. Now let's see how my tin is doing. And we're back. As you can see, my macerator stopped macerating stuff because it ran out of power, which is precisely why I needed all this extra tin, was to help solve that problem. I'm going to build a couple, well, first I'm going to smelt this tin dust that I've got so far. 1 piece of coal will give me 10. And as you can see, I've only used the 1 coal and have 10 gold ingots from it. So, like I said, a lot more efficient than a regular furnace once you get past the initial exponential of iron. Once you spend that, you'll smelt things a lot faster. So, I'm going to just wait for this to smelt, and it's just about done. Here we go. Now let's build some more batteries that we can charge and use to feed into that machine. 3 should be plenty. There we go. Now these batteries, when they're empty or mostly empty, will stack. But when they are full or have any noticeable charge at all, they will not stack. You know, this one has been charged in the past, that's why it won't stack with these other ones. So that's what's going on there. Now let's charge these guys, and we'll have power. Now you're probably thinking that's a lot of micromanaging for power to power these machines. There's got to be a simpler way, right? Well, you would be absolutely correct. There is a much simpler way. That simpler way is using cables. Pretty easy to actually do. Just put the cables up and connect them to your machines. Now, all the power that these guys are producing that isn't going into the batteries is all going straight into the macerator. That said, sometimes you'll want to keep these spare RE batteries just in case you find yourself having a bit of a power crisis. You might want to do that. Might want to use these to just give a quick charge to the machines that can't get a charge from the generators. So that's how the macerator works. It can also grind cobblestone into sand and a number of other things, but we'll get into those later. And our generators ran out of power. For now, we'll take the RE battery and let it smelt that way. And while we're at it, we'll charge these other batteries that I've got. So now, the next machine we'll want to build, that is not supposed to be there. Sorry about that. Now the next machine we'll want to build is called an extractor. As before, to build an extractor you need a machine block, 4 tree taps, and an electronic circuit. We already have the 2 machine blocks, let's build those tree taps we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, extractors are useful for a number of things. The most obvious of which is pulling rubber straight from rubber wood. I'll give you a display of how they do that after we've gotten this thing built and powered. And as you can see, this guy's got a charge coming from these guys. So now we need some rubber wood. I'm going to pause the recording really quick while I go get some. And we're back. As you can see, we've got some rubber wood now. So let's see what we can do if we put this stuff into an extractor. I love that you can climb vines in this version of Minecraft. Makes having a treehouse so much cheaper. So extractor, we put the rubber wood in. And this will take a little bit. And here we go. You see, each piece of rubber wood will give 1 rubber. This is very useful because we will need a lot of it. Now what you'll probably get into the habit of doing is cutting down rubber trees after you've pulled all the rubber out of them with tree taps, and then just replanting them using any saplings you find. Let them regrow and just farm rubber that way. That's usually the fastest way to do that. I might end up setting up a rubber farm here soon, but at the moment I'm just showing you how to do everything. So with our extractor working, what's left is iron furnaces. Or not iron furnaces, electric furnaces. There's a lot of different types of furnaces in this, but what we're after is the electric furnace. Later on we'll probably upgrade to an induction furnace, but right now it's just the electric. So for that you need an iron furnace, electric circuit, and redstone. And we have a very convenient iron furnace right here, so let's pick that guy up and use that. And we have an electric furnace. I believe that's... Alright, give me that. Now, these things can be powered the same way the other machines can, with just RE batteries, or we can power them the same, or we can power them by hooking up a copper wire directly to them. Or it doesn't necessarily need to be copper, but it is a good way to power it. Give me that torch. So let's get a circuit running from these generators down to this guy. And let's get these guys generating some power. And as you can see, we've got powered electric furnace. Let's see how efficient that is compared with the iron furnace. Now, it might not be the most efficient thing ever because we do have the generators powering 3 separate machines and all 3 of the machines are actually on. Oh, and another thing you'll notice, these machines get very, very noisy. You can fix that by coming here and just adjusting the sound. It'll cause all the machines to get really, really quiet. You'll find yourself in the habit of doing that quite a bit, because you kind of need to. So we've got the RE batteries charging, or charged. And we've got the electronic furnace running. Now, if you'd like, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to upgrade the rest of these into electric furnaces. Electric furnaces only actually use power when they're on, so they're not going to be constant power hogs, just like the other machines only use power when they're on. Need more copper cables. And how many of these do we have? We need electronic circuits. We need 5 more electronic circuits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have enough cables for that? Yes, but we are going to need more. Alright, well, I'm going to go get more rubber. So, see you in a minute. And we have some more rubber. So, let's get some more copper wires going. So with the copper wires, now let's build some more circuits. Let's see, where's my refined iron? There it is. Electronic circuits, 5 of them. Now we can take these iron furnaces, and while we're at it, let's get rid of this wall behind them. Bit precarious, bit dangerous, probably not the smartest thing to do, but once I've got the furnaces in place, it won't be a big deal. So let's build all these guys now. And then let's get power going to a lot of them. Now here's a generally useful trick for Tekkit. A lot of machines, if you right-click them, it will activate them and open up the GUI. If you're holding Shift before you right-click an IndustrialCraft machine, it will place the item instead of activating the machine and opening up the GUI. Useful trick. So let's see, what other machines do I want to show you before we end this episode? Not sure there's any more to show, actually. Let's see, what is the next step in here? Upgrading power, yes, that's right. Let's show you how to make a battery box. Or a BatBox, that's called in here, because it's a battery box and it's a BatBox. They're different items, which makes absolutely no sense, but they are. A BatBox is useful for holding power. It holds a lot more than a generator does. Shapeless crafting, that's not what we're after. Shaped IndustrialCraft 2 crafting. It needs 3 RE batteries. They all need to be at the same charge. So either all 3 of them need to be fully charged or all 3 of them need to be empty. Whereas 3 identically charged requires 5 wood and 2 copper cables. Now, because my furnaces and my extractor and macerator are on different power lines, we'll need 2 separate BatBoxes for them. So let's see, I've got my tin right here. Let's go give that furnace some power. So we'll need 6 of these. Six identical RE batteries. And lots of wood. And that reminds me, I can't exactly place these quite yet because I can't face them. Now I'm going to show you how to build another tool that you'll need quite a bit of. Or not really, a tool, and this will also show you how to make bronze. Let's see, where's my macerator? Got a bunch of tin in there, and we need to macerate the shit out of this copper. Alright, we've got just about enough to show you what I need to show you. Alright, once you've got a bunch of tin dust and copper dust, you can put it together in this shapeless recipe, 3 copper, 1 tin, any shape, and it'll give you 2 bronze dust. Bronze dust is nice because it's necessary for a lot of tools like the wrench, which is what I'm about to need to use. And to build the wrench, it is this wrench, not this one. Those 2 different wrenches, well, 3 different wrenches technically. These 2 here, the wrench and the electric wrench, are for IndustrialCraft 2. They're the ones we're going to need. This silver one here is for BuildCraft. They're used for different things. BuildCraft wrenches are useful for directing pipes and whatnot. Regular wrenches are needed to direct the direction the BatBox is going to flow. So to build that, we need 6 bronze. And then we can build it in this shape, and it'll give us that wrench. So I hope that macerator's got enough that we can get 6 from it. Alright, that should be good. Yeah, that's good. Yep, that'll give us 8, and we can go cook it. Now, bronze has other uses too. I will show you exactly what I mean with that, by that. With not enough items. It can be used to create bronze armor, and it can be used to create bronze weapons. Bronze has pretty much identical to iron. Obviously, it's a different color. It's bronze colored rather than a dark gray colored like iron is, but their stacks are identical. They last just as long, they break just as easily, etc., etc. So now we've got the bronze here that we need. Let's build us a wrench. There's the wrench. Now, to get this working, place the BatBox. Now, you'll notice that it's got a bunch of symbols on the sides of it. This will tell you where these symbols are. This will tell you what goes where. With a BatBox and with other power blocks, that is an MFE and MFSU, the green ones are where where the BatBox will take power charges from, and the red one here that has a plug is the output. So these green ones are input, this red one is output. So if the output is where the power that you need to draw from it comes from. So if we hit this guy right here, it will cause it to face this direction, and power will output down here into all my electronic furnaces. And I'm going to put this machine block away because it's kind of in my way. Oh, it's raining all over the machines. That can't be good for them. Yeah, that's a joke. It's fine. They don't care about rain. I don't think. I'm actually not sure. I'll have to look that up sometime. Anyway, let's get you out of my way. Now, what you'll notice with these blocks is damn Matmos, be quiet. Alright, let's shut up this rain. There we go, bright and sunny. And not noisy anymore. So, to place the BatBox, or when you place the BatBox, the output will always try to face you. So in this case I place it and the output faces me, which is also facing these copper wires. Useful because this wrench has a duration just like any other tool does. Now, when I put coal in these things now, it will directly charge the BatBoxes here. Then the BatBoxes will hold power until things pull power from them and need them. Meanwhile, the generators here are still useful for charging batteries and whatnot, though we probably won't need batteries that much anymore now that we actually have BatBoxes that can hold all this excess power. And with the BatBoxes shown, I think that's about all of the very simple machines. Next episode, we'll get a bit more into some of the more complex machines. But for today, that is it.
Could show him an electric wrench.
An electric wrench? Yeah, I showed. And welcome back. Anubis mentioned showing you how to build a wrench earlier, so that's probably not a bad idea. I had already started to do it. As you can see, I have the electric wrench here. But that said, it's not a big deal to get some more. That is copper, not bronze, but I think I've got a little extra bronze hidden here somewhere. There it is. So let's go build another electric wrench. First thing you need For an electric wrench, I'll show you how to build it in just a second. For an electric wrench, you need an RE battery, it can be any charge, an electronic circuit, and a basic wrench. However, the wrench needs to be fully repaired, cannot have any wear and tear on it. So let's build that wrench. Then once we've got the wrench built, let's get an electronic circuit going. And now we need an RE battery. And I think if I can use any of these RE batteries I've got upstairs. So let's go grab one of those, because thanks to the BatBoxes, we don't really need those anymore. Stop, goddamn control glitch. There we go, RE battery. So RE battery, electronic circuit, and wrench gives us an electric wrench. The advantage of an electric wrench over a regular wrench is that these things will never break, they'll just run out of charge. When they run out of charge, all that means is you just put them into a BatBox or an MFE or an MFSU and it will charge them. And with that, we are good for today's recording. My name is Kane, and we've had Anubis here to help out. Bye.